sometimes the friendship is perfectly in line, and other times one of the boys decides it's not time to have a love session, and they'll let out a little smack or a little hiss, but they're completely merged now. We're hoping when we move into the new animal care center that Cinders, the Bengal in the bunkhouse, can merge with these two as well, because we're always used to having 3 office cats, and it looks like Gina is now getting data entry help from Mr. Benny. And if you guys get to stay home and relax, that's great, because even Diffley, my dog, is finally asleep. She was a little rowdy this morning. And everybody's zonked. So on days like today, we have a skeleton crew here in the office, but we still have all the caretakers here caring for the cats outside. But since we have a quiet moment, I wanted to take you guys in and do some quiet time with one of our geriatrics and a cat that's very, very special to me. This is Kashmir. And Kashmir's room has been modified for her. She is almost 19 years old, severe arthritis, at end of life, and so the floor can be really slippery for her. So we have put blankets all down. She even has a feeding station where she doesn't have to bend down. That's hard for her, and a very, very low litter box. But it has been a privilege to share the office with her in her elder years. And she has been with me such a long time. Would you like a treat, pretty girl? So Kashmir is a Chaucy, and a Chaucy is a hybrid that is a jungle cat crossed with a domestic cat. Oh, bless you, bless you. Should we sit down? And she's got severe spondylosis, arthritis, doesn't groom so much anymore. We do groom her, but that can be a little bit hard on some of those bones. And so she is on pain management. We get her up and get her exercising, but most of her time is spent sleeping or asking for some love. And I know so many of you guys have had pets in their geriatric years. I mean, tell me, what's the oldest living cat or dog you guys have had? I always like to hear it. And you know how special the end of life years are. It's when you spend more time with them because they need medication. She needs Miralax to help her go potty. Her kidneys are working overtime. She's drinking a lot of water and urinating a lot, but at least things are working. Where are you going? And you can see this old girl, she's almost 19, is still a sweet, 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 oops, sorry, honey, dropped your treat, cat. And I will tell you, quiet days like today, where it's after the rush of Give to the Max, after the rush of Dash's birthday party, oops, it's just so nice to spend some quiet time with the cats we love that we don't, always have time to spend when we have people hustling and bustling into the office, and Kashmir likes to sleep a lot. So, wow, you've had an 18-year-old, somebody said. 23 and 3/4, that's a long, good life. 19. Yeah, most of ours here are 18 to 19 when they're the younger, or when they're the hybrids. If they're a first-generation hybrid, they're usually short in life expectancy, much like the big cat hybrids, like the tigers, or Tigons, ligers, and even the white tigers with the recessive genes. She's drooling all over me. So Kashmir used to live out in a bungalow, and believe it or not, she was one of our wild child. She was always a little spitfire to other cats. And as she became older and geriatric, we've moved her into the office with her bed and a heated blanket, and she's just getting to do what cats do at this age. Mostly sleep, rub, get treats, get whatever she wants. And, there's no time limit for her. She tells us day by day what is important, but we do see her slowing down and sleeping more and more. But she still has a great appetite and always looking for treats. And she actually lives alone right now in the office. She doesn't mind Diffley, my dog, but she prefers not to have Benny or Oreo in her space. You can see she's a little disheveled. She's been laying down. She'll get a brush session this afternoon. And you can see her walking is very gingerly for her. She's definitely on pain medication for that, but there's only so much we can do. And once she knows I don't have any more treats, she will probably go lay down into her bed. And she also was hyperthyroid, but we treated her for that, but that makes her coat a little disheveled as well. So I wanted to share with you guys also that Dash's birthday party was so amazing. You guys donated on his post to get him a big zoo toy, and this is what Dash is going to be getting. It's a Weeble. So we talked about a Tipsy Tom, but since Dash loves balls so much, I thought he'd like this even better. It actually is weighted so it wobbles. It's like a Weeble wobble. And so Dash, this was ordered for him today based on your donations from Facebook, and hopefully it'll be arriving before Christmas, and we'll make sure to do a live post with him and his new toy. The other thing I wanted to let you know that I've been busy working on with Julie and Carissa is the next issue of Uproar. That'll be coming out in January to those that give 25 or more a year. And guess who's on the cover of that? That's Miss Paulina. So you'll want to stay tuned for that issue. It's going to be probably mid-January, so no reason to call or anything now. You have not missed anything. We're just in the stages of writing it and drafting it and doing all the articles inside. So here goes our little old lady back to sleep. And that was her big outing for the day. You know, at 19, sometimes that's all that you can get done in a day before wanting to go rest your body and bones. So it looks like Diffley is at the door wanting to say hello. Somebody must have woke up. Hi. So we have some big things going on right now. Looks like it's not too cold out, but it actually is cold out today. And so a lot of the cats are in the indoor temperature controlled areas. And you can even see, if you look at the building, you can kind of see the condensation coming out of the top of the building. That shows me that the heat is on. But we are looking at Monday next week. We should be finishing everything in the animal care center, hopefully, besides some lights that still are on back order. And then hopefully by the new year, we'll be moving into that animal care center in the new hospital. We're also working hard on the new intern house because we have 4 new interns coming in January, and we'd like to have them and the other interns moved to the new house to open up the smaller house for some possible staffing needs that we have. And so definitely watch our wish lists. We know it's Black Friday, so you can purchase the calendar. The 2022 calendar's already available online. We have our Shopify store, Crazy for Big Cats. So definitely check out all those products for Shopify. If you're shopping on Amazon today, make sure you use Smile and that we are your charity of choice. That always helps as well. And of course, we have our wish list on Amazon that is so important. There's so many daily supplies that are needed. They might not seem fancy, but right, Diffley, but everything on that wish list, those cats need, don't they? Yes, they do. Benny, are you going to come over and say hi to Diffley? That's a yes? Benny says, I know this dog. It doesn't mean much for me. Well, we hope everybody had a really peaceful holiday. We are just playing catch up here in the office. The caretakers are busy caring for the cats outside. And I think you'll see all the boxes and everything. If we go out into the garage, we have boxes and everything stored everywhere for the new building. We are just overloaded, and so we can't wait, right, Mr. Oreo? We can't wait until you guys get to move into the new building with a new, bigger catio. And then you'll get to introduce you to more office cats as well. So thanks, everybody. Have a great weekend. I know it's a little shorter live post today, but we're just kind of wrapping up here for the weekend. And stay tuned to next week. We'll be live 2 p.m. every day all next week.